the famous singer Jana Kask of the European country Estonia had come to India in October 2018. She wanted to shoot her own music video and she had chosen an area, Sakrata, in Dehradun. During the shooting of the video, a big problem was arised. But as soon as the local intelligence unit had been informed about the shooting, Jana Kask and her colleagues were immediately taken into custody. They were served with a notice to leave the country, and the local police asked the central government to blacklist Jana Kask so that they could not come to India in the future. But why Indian intelligence had appealed the government to take such strict action against Jana Kask? What special was there in Dehradun? All this happened because it is a restricted area. No overseas citizen is allowed to go without the permission of the Union Home Ministry there. Jana Kask and her team had gone there without any permission, so she had to face the move. Actually, few people know why this ban in entering there without permission is being imposed. Sakrata in Dehradun is a containment area that is strategically sensitive. The biggest reason for the ban on foreigners here is the very secret 2-2 regiment of the Indian Army. The 2-2 regiment is a part of the Indian military strength with very little public information about it. The regiment continues to operate in a highly confidential manner and there is no proof of its existence. The 2-2 regiment is the secret force specially created and trained to fight against the China. The PM Jawaharlal Nehru had decided to make the 2-2 regiment and was set up in 1962. In the time of Indo-China War, at the suggestion of then IB chief Bholanath Malik. The purpose of creating this regiment was to mobilize fighters who could get into China's border and fight even under the difficult geographical conditions of Ladakh. For this purpose, the youths of Tibetan refugees are the better choice. The Tibetan young men were familiar with the area and were aware of the terrain. An army regiment was formed by recruiting Tibetan young men. Major General Sujan Singh, the retired of the Indian Army, was appointed the first IG of the regiment. Sujan Singh had already taken over the command of the 22nd Mountain Regiment in the Second World War. The new regiment was therefore referred to as Establishment 2-2 or 2-2 Regiment. Initially, the Tibetan youths were only allowed in 2-2 Regiment, but later selected Gurkha youths are also allowed in 2-2 Regiment. The United States Intelligence Agency CIA trained the soldiers of 2-2 Regiment. The soldiers of this regiment were trained like the Special Corps of American Army on the lines of Green Beret. Further, US supplied arms like the M1, M2 and M3 especially to the soldiers of 2-2 Regiment. The aim in creation of the regiment was, if there's a war with China in future, the regiment would be India's most effective weapon. They are given special training on rock climbing, parajumping and on guerrilla war tactics. They are taught to survive in extremely difficult situations. Their indomitable courage is testified by the 22 Regiment in the 1971 Bangladesh War, where the Jawans were included in the Special Operation Eagle. In this operation, total 46 young soldiers became martyred by fighting very bravely against the enemy. This 22 Regiment played an important role in Operation Victories during the Operation Blue Star, Operation Meghdoot, and Kargil War in 1999. Martyrdom is not exchanged for public respect. The greatest pain of the regiment is that they have never won public respect for their sacrifices in return for those who have attained martyrdom for the country. The reason for this is that the 22 Regiment has been working in a highly confidential manner. Its activities are never publicized. That is why the soldiers of 22 Regiment who were martyred in 1971 have neither got any medals nor any identity. They are as like row, whose not only the lives but also their deaths are also kept secret. In the past few years, a few difference has come to 22 Regiment. The soldiers of this secret regiment are now paid the same salary as those of the Indian Army. The Delhi High Court said a few years ago, these men are neither part of the Indian Army nor Indian citizens, but even so, they have stood shoulder to shoulder with the Indian soldiers in defense of India's borders. The 22 Regiment is officially not a part of the Indian Army, so a retired army officer is always appointed as the chief of this regiment. The regiment, instead of the military, reports directly to the Prime Minister through the Indian Intelligence Agency RAW and Cabinet Secretary. The recruitment procedure in the secret regiment is also secret. The 22 Regiment is still a mystery of how many soldiers are in the regiment today, how many officers, how much basic and advanced training are given, and how it works. The aim of the 22 Regiment is still the same when it was established to prove to be the strongest weapon of the Indian Army strength in the face of the war with China. This is for all today. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe it. We will meet with another video very shortly.